What's up, buttholes? I'm McStud.
Buttholes. That's so lame.
That's that
I'm Mrs. McStud.
That's that quality preteen insult right there. You're Mom, Jen's being a butthole.
God, what did Alexis just call her friend or boyfriend?
Bae?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, it was something cussy. I was like, oh, a fucking faggot or something like that. Like, I don't know what she said.
Oh my God.
That's preteen.
Yeah, that was some preteen shit too. The shit never changes.
Oh, it was MF.
Oh.
Because our company says, man, that was a lot of adjectives.
Oh. Adjectives. Gotta love adjectives. Speaking of, I was working with adjectives earlier.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the McStud Show. Your shirt reminds me. It's not often that IU is like good at football, but they're undefeated going against the undefeated Ohio State football team this weekend. Yes, Saturday. Or if you're a cocky prick from Ohio State, the Ohio State University. I fucking hate that. That's stupid. Anyways, happy Michael Bolton Fuckstick Friday. I'm your host, not Michael Bolton. What?
Oh, I didn't have my phone, so you can't play music.
That's okay. We can think about it in our heads.
No.
Right. How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? Steel bars wrapped around me.
Oof.
When a man loves a woman, shall I keep going?
No.
Soul provider.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Miss McStud knows all these songs. She just likes to play it off on video. Need help? I got nails.
I'm about to have nails.
Oh, shit. That's what I'm talking about. So it's been an eventful Friday. I just like to start off the video by asking the age-old question. How was your day, Mrs. McStud?
You can go right ahead and tell that.
Uh-uh.
Because I'm not about to.
So, today was Mrs. McStud's first day back to work since her bullshit COVID thing.
A week ago.
Which both tests came back negative, even the one sent out to the lab. We knew. She went to the doctor previously, diagnosed with a sinus infection, got medicine for it.
Which I haven't taken in like 3 days.
Goddamn. And she knew work would be a mess today, so I worried about her. And she called me real quick like this morning. Like it was early. I was still driving home. Yeah, I was still driving home. I'm like, oh boy, because I was like expecting a call. I told her before she left, like, if you need me, call me. I'll be here.
And I'm so stressed out at home too.
Yes.
Nothing to do with us, just other personal stuff.
Yes. And I'm like, well, that wasn't the call, but I knew it wasn't good. Then she called me a little later, and she's still mad about some shit. And then
I called you for my desk at one time.
Yeah, she had a nice venting session on the phone. I was like, well, I'll be there if you need me. Don't want to knocking no bitches out. You don't need to go to jail today.
Because I really was. My supervisor, to be specific, my supervisor, I had a serious issue happening, and a person did not get paid. She did get paid. I paid her. Her live check is missing from 3 days ago. And my supervisor just wants to swing her fucking arm, walk away. Well, if I swing my motherfucking arms, I'm going to hit you. That's it.
Unless you give me a handy.
No.
Oh. Yeah, I get a good old vent session about that. And then I was sitting here helping with homework while she's at work, just wondering, and she sends me a screenshot of her. She's typing up her resignation letter to email it to everybody, and she wants me to proofread it, and so I did. It was all good. Then she calls me. She's out smoking, and I asked her, I was like, what time you leaving today? It was almost 3 at that time. Or some, yeah, almost 3. And she's like, well, at least not until at least 5. So I looked at the clock. I was like, oh, I got at least an hour and a half before I need to worry about potentially leaving. And then a few minutes later, she calls me right back. And I was like, oh shit, that's not good. Because she doesn't typically call me like that. And I had worried about this all day. And I heard in the back, she's like, babe, come get me. Okay, I'll be right there. So I didn't know how it played out, but I knew I needed to get there. One, I didn't want her sitting outside. Two, I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do. So for her,
predictable.
and it's a 30-minute drive. A lot can happen in 2 minutes, let alone 30. So I'm like, fuck, I literally ran to the car and then just took off and got there as fast as I could. But she put in her 2 weeks and was promptly fired, effective immediately. Within 15 minutes of sending her resignation.
It was exactly 15 minutes. I sent my resignation at 2:56, and at 3:11 I was calling you, saying, hey, I need you to come and pick me up.
Yeah, and then she forgot to, she didn't get a chance to clock in this morning because her supervisor stopped her, and she was already late, so it's pointless to go to the time clock, so she was going to fill out a missed punch form. And as she's packing your shit in a box she wasn't provided with, was refused, really.
I said, can I have a box? I'm a fat ass and I have a lot of snacks. And she's like, no. I was like, okay. So I packed it in a chip box.
Mm-hmm. One of those ones that come with little mini packs of chips.
The ED said something about that on that phone call. She's like, why would I see you walking out with a chip box? Well, that's all I had.
Yeah. And I didn't know she had any box at that time. So I got there, I saw she had a box. I thought she carried all this shit out, and I saw how much shit she had. I'm like, fuck, how'd you even get that out in one load? Then I didn't realize she had her own box. But then she didn't clock in, so she was telling her supervisor that she forgot to clock in. She was giving a hard time, and she was like, well, I guess she just won't get paid today. What? The fuck? What'd you say to her about, if you're processing payroll, I probably won't.
I probably won't get paid right anyways.
Since you're processing it. I expected much worse, really, from you, baby.
Well, I really was. I mean, the first time, honestly, I've been fired. I mean, I can't say I'm not the most innocent person, and I have got fired. This is my third time getting fired. The first time, I hung up on my supervisor, and then I got called into the office, and I told him it wasn't going to be good. Mm-hmm. And I get called into the office, and I call her a bitch right in front of the CEO. I mean, that's just the way it is. I call it like I see it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I don't care. And then the second time I got fired, I actually left for a doctor's appointment, and that wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything that time either. I was kind of into it with my new supervisor. Like, she come in acting like she fucking knew everything. She didn't. But just because her husband's an attorney, she knew everything.
Oh, yeah, the zero experience in what she's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and then today, I mean, and I kept telling myself, Leslie didn't do anything. Leslie didn't do anything. And I've repeated, I don't know how many times since I've been home. I was like, babe, I really didn't do anything today. Like, I did nothing. I could have done so much more. I did nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I was actually trying to make it work. And I think that, I mean, because I think in my head, well, he knows how I am, and he knew I was already pissed, and he knows that I probably done said something. I really didn't this time. Like, I really, honest to God, did not say anything. So when she fired me, I was, like, in shock. I was like, and the whole time I packed my shit, I'm like, I've never been fired under this circumstance. This can't be right. And, you know, I'm just mumbling all this shit. And this crazy little scrawny bitch is standing across from me like she's going to do something. And all my friends are walking by, hey, Leslie. I'm like, hey, it's my last day. Because they're coming in for shit.
Oh, my God.
And she's just standing there like, because everybody's saying hi to me, and she's standing all over. They don't give a fuck. They don't even know who she is.
Oh, God.
The best thing today, the most funny shit. I didn't even get a chance to tell you this.
Oh, there's more.
This is funny fucking shit. I've never seen anything like this. So, I'm going through the payroll that she entered. Because I told you I didn't trust her, and I had found several errors. So, I'm going through it. Miss Punches. I come to this Miss Punch form. First off, it's filled out with a Sharpie marker.
Oh.
Okay, by the employee. Which is not, whatever. I don't give a fuck how you fill it out. Just fill it out.
It's
don't
acceptable,
matter.
I suppose.
However, they marked out Miss Lunch and Miss Punch and put PTO on it. They made their own
PTO sheet?
PTO sheet. And she entered it off of that.
What?
It was the most fucked up shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
So you guys just make your own documents now if you don't have the correct one in your hand?
And the PTO forms, there's some in my office. Plus, there's some outside my door where that Miss Punch came from. Plus, There are also copies in the copier room.
Oh.
She done let this woman fill out a mispunch, cross everything out, and write PTO on it.
Well,
and entered it, and initialed it.
Well, I see two problems here. One, with the employee who did this, and two, with the supervisor that entered it.
Actually, I know the employee pretty well.
Uh-huh.
And she's old school.
Uh-huh.
She's someone's mom that works there.
Uh-huh.
So she's older. And I can guarantee you, she went to my supervisor and says, hey, I need to take PTO for this day. And that's exactly what she told her to do. Because she didn't want to get up and go get a fucking PTO form or tell her where they were at. I guarantee that's the way that played out. Because I laughed about this,
mm-hmm.
and I showed my coworker.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what the fuck is this? Like, all I could do was laugh. And she initialed that she entered it. I'm like,
what the fuck is this?
you didn't even verify that she had PTO to take. Number one. Number two, it's entered in Chronos, and you have to send that. I mean, you have to send all your backup documentation to home office on payroll morning.
Mm.
So all those mispunch forms that she accepted and that she initialed that with no employee signature, she's got to send that to home office.
Oh boy.
Monday morning, I'm like, what the fuck? I had a stack, I would say probably 35 to 50 mispunch forms of no employee signature. I'm like, this isn't going to work. But it had her signature on. I don't give a fuck.
So she's sending unsigned?
She's sending unsigned documents to payroll on Monday.
I bet they'll be impressed.
Well, they're...
Don't they send that shit back or just...
Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. And you know what? She has a PhD in HR. And I told the ED and the DON, the two highest people in the whole fucking place, this accidentally slipped out of my mouth today. Because I was standing out there and I was talking to her about that missing check. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, speaking of both of them, they're both my friends. I said, well, she got a PhD in something, but it ain't HR. They both laughed at me. I was like, I stood not. I was in the hallway.
Yeah, what the fuck? She got a PhD in, Dick.
And her office was open. It was like catty corner from where I was. I mean, and I don't have a quiet voice.
No, Mrs. McStud is not.
So I don't know. I mean, I sat in front of residents and everything. We were wandering the hall. I'm like, well, she's got a PhD in something, and it's not HR because the bitch don't know nothing.
This is true. You know, you mentioned not having a quiet voice. This is true most times, except Mrs. McStud really does have a really soft voice sometimes. And then sometimes, for whatever reason, she drops her high pitch and goes to the soft pitch and tries to talk to me. And I can't hear her, so I go like, I didn't hear you. And she says it again in her soft voice. I'm like, babe, I didn't catch that. Just never mind. What?
You know what I think that is?
Why?
After like thinking about it, I think whenever I can hear actually how loud I'm talking, if like my ears are clogged, for example, like my allergies are messing up that day or something, I drop it down a couple notches because I feel like I'm screaming.
Oh. Yeah, then I can't hear you and you're like, just fuck it. She does that. Just fuck it.
I'll only repeat that twice. If you don't get on that second time, you're fucking SOL.
Even if it's not my fault.
Well, I asked you to be fucking deaf either.
Why can't we talk like this?
I definitely never talk that quiet.
No, mostly it's when we're driving and it's like, even if like the wind's blowing or something like that. And typically you're pretty loud in the car. Sometimes just, you want to get back? Let me turn on the radio. What?
And then sometimes I have to use my voice at work so much I just don't want to use it.
This is true. You ever gag on your own voice?
Negative.
Oh,
but that girl that I was talking about yesterday, that I told my friend to go ahead and she needs to be terminated. She was suspended yesterday.
Oh, that's it?
It come back. She was suspended pending investigation, but she will be terminated.
Well, about time. Fuck.
But you know why
What?
that is? Because my home office person was there and she overheard the conversation.
Oh. Well, funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, because they walked in.
Oh.
My friend walked in and asked the business manager or something, my supervisor, a question, and home office was there. And she goes, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "No, she needs to be suspended now, pending investigation." I was like, "Oh." Okay.
One of my favorite ways to answer, like, she'll call me sometimes at work, and I know it's a bad day when it starts like this. "Babe, I'm just telling you, if this bitch does this one more goddamn time, I'm whooping her fucking ass." I'm like...
And you know the bad thing about that? When I had that phone call with you, and I know it was loud, and I was calling her a cunt and everything, I was in my office. Like, those are fake walls.
Oh, you were in your office?
I was absolutely in my fucking office. I was.
Oh, yeah, she whipped out the cunt and everything else?
Because it wasn't about to be good.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's why I was like, well, I will come and get you anytime you need.
That's a fake wall. Keep
yourself out of jail.
And I'm pretty sure that everybody fucking heard that walking down the hallway.
You think she heard it?
No, I wish she did.
No.
Now I do. I should text her and be like, "You know what? You're a fucking nasty bitch. And I hope karma bites you right in the twat."
You want me to send her a butthole pic?
I'm just joking. I ain't going to text her because I'm not that type of person. But I know as a fact, karma will fucking get her. And everything I have to tell the compliance line, I think I'm going to call. Because now that my termination part's been taken care of. Because so, to end his story. Oh. I got a phone call from the ED because she knew nothing. She didn't know my supervisor was going to terminate me. And she was absolutely in shock. Like, while I was waiting on him, I kind of sat over alone. You know, because I thought that she knew and all my friends out there knew when they would make fun of me. Like, I'm still trying to be friends with these people who just fired me. So I kind of just sat over alone on a curb waiting on him. And the ED and my friend walk up and they're like, "Are you okay? I just seen your resignation letter." I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just got terminated too." "What?" So she was fucking mad, really. She hides it very well. So I hang up with him and I talk to her for a while, and you know, I just tell her, I was like, you know, I had full intentions because we need the money right now because I'm the only one working and I have a lot going on personally and I just need to work. And she's like, "Well, I'm going to make a few phone calls and I'm going to try to pay you. I'm going to try to pay you for the time that you were going to work because you were faithfully, honestly going to work." I was like, "Yeah, I was. I told home office this." "What's wrong?"
I thought I smelled perfume. Go ahead, keep going. Don't let me interrupt you.
So, about, what time was that? 7 something?
Yeah, just a little bit ago.
About 7 something this evening, I get a phone call from the ED, and she's like, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know so you wouldn't lose sleep at night, but that was not a right termination. You've done a lot for the company, and we're going to pay you."
Man, she's rehireable.
And I'm rehireable because, you know, she's like, "This is one of the craziest buildings in our company, but you're rehireable if you ever decide you want to come back and you can use me as a reference and I think you'll really succeed." I mean, it was a really nice phone call. But they had a motherfucking lawsuit coming.
Oh boy.
They still might. I haven't decided what I'm going to do.
Oh, high five to Miss McStud for not going to jail today through another firing.
That was before all that. Like, I couldn't even think as fast as, like, everything happened, and I was...
Well, I remember that one time at BC Forward.
That's when I called a bitch.
I remember that day. You called me shitty. You were actually crying that day. You were so pissed. You're like, didn't they have to walk you out or whatever? They escort your ass out.
And the other place I got fired from, they terminated me over the phone. And I don't think my supervisor today knew what the fuck she was getting into. But I sure did tell the ED, after I was already terminated, I mean, I was outside. I sure did tell her, next time she terminates somebody, you better get somebody else bigger up there. Because if I was really fucking mad at her and I could process all of it as fast as it was happening, I would have threw that bitch 2 blocks away, and I'm not playing. I mean, I almost beat her ass already right there in her fucking office today. She could have used her own fucking blood for her ketchup for her goddamn chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers sound really good.
I don't know what the fuck she ate. They did have an Alfredo dinner today, which I was pissed too. Because I didn't know anything about it. I didn't have no fucking cash.
Well, those ones. You still got that 20.
No, I don't. I never had a 20.
I gave you that 20 for $3.
I know, and we fucking used it for something, for a pack of cigarettes for the roommate.
No, I gave you a 20. That was the second 20. That was in my wallet. I gave you a 20 to take to work because you said you need money in case someone goes out to Qdoba. You still have a 20 somewhere.
No, I don't.
I gave you a 20.
You gave me a 20, and I had you use it for a pack of cigarettes for the roommate because when he gave you cash back, I put that in there.
It was my
change purse.
That was a $10 bill.
No, it wasn't.
You had 50. I gave you a 20 for Qdoba one
Well,
day.
I lost the whole fucking 20 then. Get the fuck over it. That's why I can't have money.
Because you had $50 for your birthday. You used a 10 for cigarettes. I gave you a 20 so you could order Qdoba several weeks ago. And then whatever I did have left, I had like $12, $13 left. And I used it for that meatloaf. Oh. Yeah, because I thought you had, if I had a bunch of ones.
Well, I might have had ones. I didn't think about that. And I don't have a whole bunch. I only have like 2 or 3.
Maybe that 20's mixed up in there.
Maybe my 20's in my pouch. I just don't know it.
It might be. Because I know I gave you a 20 because you're like, babe, I need cash. I'm like, well, I got this 20. It's like, that's fine.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't give me 2 20s.
No, I gave you one 20. I kept the other 20.
But I used that to break that for a pack of cigarettes.
No, that was a 10. You had $50. 2 20s and a 10.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
You're lying to me.
I'm not.
Because I didn't break that 20. I broke that 20 at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did.
You are so full of shit. I gave you a 20 for Qdoba.
Well, I don't fucking pay for penis, so where else did it go at?
I don't know if you do or not.
Well, I'm telling you I don't, because it ain't worth it.
Have you ever?
No.
Would you pay for mine?
No.
It's not worth it?
I wouldn't fucking pay for it.
Is it not worth it?
I didn't say it wasn't worth it, but I would not fucking pay you for your penis.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
You've paid me in love and generosity. Unconditional love.
And you're going to say that during a bitch session about me getting terminated. Like, this bitch is, they're probably thinking I'm fucking bipolar.
What do you mean?
Oof.
You're not bipolar. You're tripolar.
So he did this today.
Oh, God. What am I...
I think it looks very cool, though. Honestly.
I didn't do that.
It's supposed to be a 3D, he calls it intestines.
I just follow directions. It looks like I know what I'm doing, but I didn't.
It looks really good.
But the shading was easy. With that big old fucking pencil.
Yeah.
Like the lead's super thick in it, so it's easy to draw on. It's not like a pencil, it's like a big, thick motherfucker. And then you got a little blending tool to make the shading. To create a 3-dimensional effect. I hate art. With a passion.
My daughter is like, oh, that would have been fun.
Oh,
well, you should have done it.
Have at it. Goddamn.
I did want to use this tool, though.
What tool?
I'm not sure. This blending tool. I don't know how it works.
You know what it is?
What?
It's like a rolled up toilet paper roll.
Is that what it is?
It's cardboard. And it wears down. It's that little tiny one down there. It's all hollow.
Oh my.
Yeah. I thought it was like some kind of plastic or eraser type material. No, it's just like a piece of cardboard. And look at the lid on that bitch. The old ebony there.
Oh my.
You see it?
Yeah.
That shit's thick. Look at the bottom of it. Like how thick the lead is inside it. Yeah. But I did a fucking amazing job, so you're welcome. I love you.
My kid's welcome. Shut up.
My beautiful bitch.
Seriously.
What?
Yeah, at least you didn't say big. Probably would have cried today.
You ain't big. Are you get the fuck out of here? You tiny. Oh God. I know we've made jokes about Miss McStud not being able to reach into the washer. That's because she's not tall enough. So her daughter decided she wanted to do laundry earlier. Was it this week or last week? It was a few days.
This week.
Earlier this week. And so I emptied the dryer out for her, and she was like, I was like, you want me to get the stuff out? She's like, no, I got it. So at first she can reach a little bit when she's leaning over. Next thing I know, she's stomach deep in this fucking washer. trying to reach the bottom, and she can't get it. And it's like that fucking meme with the chick stuck in the fucking washer.
That's me.
I'm like, I can get... No, I got it. Oh, my God.
She's only a couple inches shorter than me. Or is she my height now?
I think she's taller.
Really?
Real close.
Oh.
But yeah, she all up in this. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, just let me do it. Save yourself the stomach ache
We're
later.
independent.
You were independent.
I am still.
Mm-hmm.
When I have to be.
Mm-hmm. Shit, you don't know what to do if I don't do anything now. I might just simply forget something. That's like the biggest thing in the world. Like, babe, why didn't you? I was like, I've been doing shit all day. I missed that little aspect. I'm sorry. And you're like, I don't know what I would do if I got to get up for work, and you're going to get asleep. I got to get my whole self ready.
That's
I got to pour my coffee. I got to get my lunch.
Wait a minute. Before you go to bed, could you show me how to make my coffee?
Oh my God, it's a whole mess. And she never used to let me be that way, but no. It's a whole mess if it throws her whole day off when she has to do that. Which isn't often, but boy, she is like thrown off. Like it throws her into a hizzy of confusion.
And I'm probably late to work, a half hour, 45 minutes, because I didn't have to drive. I didn't have to get everything fucking ready for myself, and then I forget 2 or 3 fucking things because he doesn't lay it all out for me. If it's not laying there, I don't get it.
Typically, some mornings I might have woke up and throw her lunch in and made her coffee while she's in the bathroom or getting ready. Some mornings I'm just fucking out, which doesn't happen. It's a rare occasion when this happens, but when it does happen, she is a whole mess. She doesn't know what to do. And when she gets to work, like, oh my God, I forgot this.
And then when I get to work, typically, what happens is I forget my coffee in the car.
Didn't you forget your coffee at home one day?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's driving, already to work, too late to turn back. Oh my God, I forgot my coffee. I'm like, yep, it's right here on the counter. Oof. Well, at least I can have some at work. Fuck.
I do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever he's driving, I put my coffee between my legs.
Because I use a little cup holder.
So it has to, I grab it whenever I get out. I have to. It's there. But whenever I drive, I typically have to make another trip back out to the car because I forgot my coffee in the car because it's in the cup holder.
Sometimes you put it in the back in the cup holder so you can do your hair or whatever. And then I pull away. That used to be like my lunch or breaks at the other job. When you live.
I forgot my whole lunch in the car before.
Yeah, and you're like, babe, I forgot my lunch. Or I'd get there, I'm like, oh shit, you forgot a whole thing of Arby's I got you one day. I'm like, I'll be right back. So I'm late from break, but I don't really give a fuck. And then she left her whole food.
After we just went to the drive-thru. Like, it's literally across the street. And I watched him eat his.
Yeah, and then she gets out the car and I look over and I'm like, fuck. Or I won't even notice, so let's get the text, babe, I forgot my lunch. And we always put smiley faces at the end of our sentences, and I know I'm like, I'll be right back. And you're like, no, don't worry about it. You ain't fucking waiting 2 hours. That shit's gonna be cold. You're gonna eat that shit fresh. So I drive my ass back there. And give
so I'm just standing outside when he gets there.
Baby, what should we title this video?
A hot mess.
A hot mess? I think that's the perfect title.
It really has been a hot fucking mess.
A hot mess. You are a hot mess. Yes, you are.
I have to pee, by the way.
You got boobies. That had nothing to do with your bladder.
I didn't drink a bunch.
Huh?
I haven't drank as much as you.
Really? Shit, we had 29 minutes. What you been doing?
Damn, my fucking leg.
Well, if you drink that faster, it might take away the pain. What the fuck you been doing?
I'm afraid I'm stressed. I'm going to go to bed early.
Well, we didn't really sleep good last night.
I did not sleep good.
I didn't either.
And I didn't get to drink my coffee. So those 2 things right there, already Leslie's a bitch today.
Yeah. Like my fucked up blood pressure pill is finally starting to wean its way out.
I don't know why I didn't sleep good. I felt like I slept good until about 5:30. I was super hot.
I didn't get into a deep sleep myself.
I was not in no deep sleep. I mean, I heard a fan fall over all the way in the living room.
Yeah, like I felt like in the mornings when our alarm's going off and snooze, when you kind of get in that little sleep and it goes off again. Like I felt like I slept like that all night.
And I was nervous, I think, about missing my alarms because I'd been sleeping in.
Yeah, it was a whole mess of a night of sleep, really.
And I was nervous to go to work because I'm like, damn, this feels like the first day at my new job or something, you know?
Yeah.
I should have been nervous. And I wish I would have sent my resignation letter at fucking 10 a.m. like I told him.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if I knew that was going to happen, I would have sent it at 10. I wouldn't have had to fuck with nothing.
Especially getting paid out for your remainder of your 2 weeks, too.
But I still wish I could be at work because it takes my mind off other shit that I have going on. And
Well, baby, that's what my tongue's for. Take your mind off everything.
We're doing all that. I might just play the fucking Xbox.
Oh, my God.
You'll wake up to me fucking playing Guitar Hero tomorrow. If I knew how to turn the bitch on.
Oh, it's not hooked up to the TV right now either.
Well, I can't. God damn it.
I can hook it up.
No, I ain't trying to do all that. I'll just fucking wake you up with the news, I guess. Fucking you can watch Donald Trump.
With your nudes.
News.
Oh, man. I was like, nude? Oh, yeah. Wake me up that way. I'm cool with that. That nothing accentuates a morning wood than nude.
You already have morning wood anyways.
Yes.
So.
Well, it just makes it better.
And my nudes don't need to happen for you to have a boner.
Well, it doesn't hurt anything either. I'd like to look at that every day.
Oof.
And I wish I had like a mirror image on the back of my glasses.
And you definitely watch me get dressed every day.
Mm-hmm. I do. Like I always tell you, that song, There Is My Baby by Usher. I be checking you out when you putting your shoes on.
Oof.
All these years.
And then watching me walk into work with my head hung.
Head hung?
Like I really don't want to be here.
Why stare at your butt? Really?
And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. I know why those our military men were there too.
Was it the National Guard?
Yeah. But I guess we were supposed to have a National Guard guy has been there in that breezeway where you drop my lunch
that table?
That table.
That table that was sitting there?
He's supposed to have been there every day.
Temperatures?
And I don't know what he was doing there. But he was supposed to have been there every day. That was his two sergeants trying to find him.
Oh, so he went AWOL.
Yeah, and he was supposed to have been there today. And he wasn't. Because I was told by the receptionist that he comes dressed in street clothes. Like, just nicely in a suit.
Mm-hmm.
These guys were fully dressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was told later they kept coming in and out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are they doing? She's like, it's his sergeants trying to find him. I was like, oh, that can't be good.
That's not good.
And there's two of them.
Oh.
I just won. Two.
Isn't that a court martial?
I don't know.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, what they're doing right there is probably like one of the easiest
and all the people
deployments for National Guard is just sit there.
People at work kept saying, he's been here all week. I'm not sure where he's at today. So I don't know if, like, heaven forbid something happened to him.
Well, hopefully not.
When he left yesterday, I don't, like, they're like, he showed no signs. Like, he just never showed up today. And he never did.
Huh.
I'm like, okay.
They should have known his address to be able to drive over there and see, too. That's a whole fucked up situation. Well, hopefully nothing happened to him.
Mm-mm.
That's some crazy shit.
Because the sergeants, I mean, when I was walking in there, like, hey, how's it going today? I was like, hey, it's good. How are you guys?
Yeah, because we have the National Guard deployed here in Indiana for, like, healthcare, long-term healthcare facilities. And I pulled up to drop her off, and I saw these guys, you know, in full uniform, like, what? I was like, oh, that has to be the National Guard here for your facility. And they did walk in. They walked right back out, like, when they did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what are they doing? I was confused.
Yeah. They were looking for their employee that was supposed to be at the table in the breezeway.
Well, hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's nothing stupid.
I hope. I mean, I just don't know what happened.
Whew, that's a whole fucked up mess in itself.
That place is fucked up.
Yes. Anyways, thank you for watching a hot mess.
Sorry, guys.
I'm McStud.
I'm Mrs. McStud and the hot mess.
And we'll catch you bitches tomorrow for Miss McStud takes it in the shitter by a snake.
Negative.
Deuces. Oh, damn, that's a nice one. Deuces, bitches.